Good afternoon, everybody. I am Jack Long, the Mad Scientist, and today we're going to be discussing open time in relationship to your hot melt glue. This is one of the overlooked characteristics of your glue, but it is essential that you understand how your open time affects the adhesion of your glue. So with that being said, let's jump into it. When you are applying your hot melt glue, we know that the ambient conditions inside the facility matter, whether the substrate's cold or the substrate's hot, whether the ambient conditions are hot, all that matters. When you go to start the machine up, what we care about most is this point on the other side back here where we're actually pressing the banding into the joint. So we have what's called open time, and that is the time from when you apply the glue to when you press it out. And this is generic across everybody's machines, and it doesn't matter if it's a Holz-her or if it's a BSE or it's a Homag or any of those. It doesn't matter. They all have the same principle. So what happens is when we apply our glue here, we have to have the temperature setting correct here so that when it's pressed out, that the adhesion factor is correct when we press it out. So on the smaller machines, you may or may not be able to change your feed speed. On the bigger machines, you tend to have much more control of your speed. In addition to that, you also have controls where you can manipulate your glue temperature very easily. And on the nicer machines, you have what's called an infrared heater, or some of them are quartz heaters, nonetheless, what it does is heat the edge of the panel right ahead of the glue. Where all this comes together is that what we're wanting to do is make sure that our glue, at the point where we're doing the adhesion, where we're pressing it into the board, that we want to make sure that we're in the optimum temperature zone of that glue at that point. So if you are bringing in material that has set outside and it's cold, that cold material needs to be brought up to temperature before you apply your glue, or you're going to suck the heat out of your glue and it's going to fail. At the same time, back in the summertime when it's nice and warm, we don't have those problems because the panel itself is warm enough that we're not sucking the heat out of the glue, in which case we may actually go into our glue temperatures and drop our glue temperatures down. So when we're going into these machines and people are complaining back and forth, they're going, oh, hey, you know, what kind of glue do you have for this, or what are you doing for this? One of the things you got to keep in consideration is every glue manufacturer has their own specifications, and most of them are fairly generic, but you do have some that are going to be a little different from the next brand. And so when you're asking these questions, and this guy's using Joe-Watt, this guy's using Camblast, this guy's using Fiber, those suggestions are going to be good for that particular shop, with that particular machine, that particular glue, that particular weather condition. So those are nice to talking back and forth when we're going with our colleagues and getting peer reviews on different things. But keep in mind, your situation is going to be unique because it is an edgebander, and the building half a mile down the road is going to be very similar ambient conditions, but completely different running conditions. Okay? And I know it sounds like that is crazy, but I'm telling you that it is very, very finicky. If you have a smaller machine, it's going to run different than a bigger machine. The bigger machines are going to have more versatility. If you do have the ability to go in and alter your feed speeds quickly, then what I would suggest that if you suspect you have a glue problem, raise or lower your feed rate, and that changes your open time. So if you can imagine you're feeding along here at 12 meters a minute, and it takes you, say, 3/4 of a second to get here, if you speed this up and you go to, let's say, 18 meters a minute, it may only take you half a second to get from here to here. That 1/4 of a second in your open time does matter. And you think that it wouldn't, but it does. So if you are having a problem in your glue and you think that you need to raise your temperature, when you change your temperature settings in your machine, it does not affect the glue immediately. Your glue has got to balance out. And sometimes that takes 5 or 10 minutes, depending on how big your pot is. If you have a very small pot, like this machine has, it may take 5 minutes, and that's in both directions. So if I'm raising it up or I'm lowering it down, it's the same. I've got to let that thing balance out. If I go do a speed change, that speed is immediate. So if I am going slow and I go fast, it changes that open time and extends that open time, because now you're closing the gap quicker and it's immediate. And what you're looking for is a change in good, bad, or the same. If it's good, hey, all right, change your temperature. If it's bad, you know you made the wrong direction. And if it's the same, it's not a temperature problem. Okay? So, hope that helps. As always, guys, like, subscribe, comment, share this with your friends. If you have any questions, let me know. Remember, edgebanders, they're just like a woman. You think you've got them figured out, and then they will change on you. Okay? So, as always, let's go out there, be safe, and let's go make a million.